I'm here with Linda to have a conversation about Bayelsa. What's going on in Nigeria, in Bayelsa, with all the water, the natural disaster we are having. So I just, asking her how her people are doing. She was showing me a lot of videos that her nephews and nieces, her family members are sending to her that show them underwater. So Bayelsa is underwater. Linda is from Ijo Nation, that is in the Bayelsa side of Nigeria.
Betaburi.
What is it? What is the place?
Betaburi. That is my village, Sabama local government area.
Yeah, so sometimes Nigeria, we don't know how to really take care of things. And I think that's one of the biggest problems we're having, that when things are happening, we keep blaming somebody else or someone. Nigeria do have a lot of scientists. We do have a lot of people that can actually research to see what we can do to take care of it. So I'm very concerned. So I'm trying to ask her, where is this water coming from, which we don't really understand, and then what is happening in Nigeria. So she was just giving me a little bit of history of what has been going on. Okay, Linda, tell us about your village.
Hey, I'm Linda Esiemokumoh. My village, I come from Bayelsa State, Betaburi, Sabama local government area. As I was telling my friend Dr. Ho, Bayelsa water issue is like occurring issue every year. I was there in 2012. The whole state was submerged in water. Then you start, because Bayelsa is below sea level. And everybody knows in Nigeria that Niger Delta, we are riverine. So when it rains during the flood rainy season, beginning from April to October.
It's rainy season?
Yeah, this is rainy season in Nigeria. So when the rain comes, then the water rises. And from that April, May, June, July, the water is up. When I put in my post that end of this month is going to be very critical from now to the end of the month, because these remaining 2 weeks of October, that is when you will see how fast the water will come up. Then after the 2 weeks, from November 1st, the water
receipts start coming down.
It starts coming down. So, but they said the rain is not too much, but what is causing the water? What is bringing this high rise of water? There are different scenarios that they are giving us, that I'm hearing. First, they say Cameroon opened their dams. That's what they're telling us. Cameroon opened their dams. If Cameroon opened their dams, it overflow our banks. So if the water is overflowing our banks, if Cameroon open dams, it's overflow. So what we do?
What is the solution?
We have the best scientists. We have engineers that the world is using. US is using our engineers. Everybody's using. But why can't we, in Bayelsa, try to elevate the problem so that bringing up levees, plan to stop the flood coming every year after year.
And one thing I was telling Linda, I think sometimes in Nigeria we tend to wait for the president. But my question is that those governors, what are they doing? Like here in Houston, if anything happens in Houston or in the United States, the governor will alert. They will declare a national emergency. But the governor will first assess the problem, see what do we need to do to begin to evaluate and analyze the problem that we have. And Nigeria is a country that we have a lot of educated people. I'm not saying that everyone should go home and do something, but I'm just instead of us just waiting for the government to just do something, because people are dying, and it's a safety issue. She was showing me some of the videos where one of her nephews were cooking inside water.
This is my cousin that
Your cousin?
Yeah, I've not even replied him. My cousin sent me a video from Tabama. Tabama is the local government of, that is the local government headquarters. Salga local government headquarters. That is Sagbama. My community is under Sagbama local government. Right now, as we're talking, the bridge, the road going from the southwest, east-west road to Ikeremo, this is covered. It's overflowed everywhere. There's no water, so the road is cut off. So people from my community can't come in. People from Yanagua can't go into my community. And this guy is in Sabama cooking. We will show the video later. Cooking, and the stove, the gas, which to me, I'm going to send him a text that is dangerous. His gas is on top of a table, then the pot is on top of something else, and the water is up to its knee level. And he said he has been cooking there for 2 hours. He said he's cooking KKF because you have to eat, and there's no relief. No relief from the government or anything about how to evacuate. That is one of the things I'm trying to say. Why, even my nephews are stranded in Yanangua, right there, they are stranded. One is a sports person. I told him to go and sleep in the sports council. Even in the gym, he can sleep. Those are the little things that the state government can help evacuate people from wetland to higher ground, you know.
Because the aid need to start with the local government. This aid need to start with the state. And I'm not saying that the the president will not do anything, because I think one of the biggest problems that we encounter in Nigeria is that every time something happens, they're waiting for Buhari or the current president to come and do something. Let's empower our people. Let's empower the local government so we can begin to take care of these issues. I'm not saying that, I know most people will think, oh, but Bayelsa is surrounded by water. That's one of the things that that's one of the misconceptions that people always have. They are living inside water. They don't. Nobody lives inside water. They have water, around them. The same thing with the other countries. We have the islands. You see a house in the middle of water. Water is around it. There's something that's being built to help protect people from danger. So that whenever there's a water issue, they will at least will not have to go through so much to stay alive. So even if Nigeria, we know that Bayelsa naturally has water around it, and we know that and we know that some part of Nigeria, which is River State, has water around it. But is it not time for us to see what other countries are doing that we can help to protect our people? Because when you look at those videos, if you want, you can go and Google, go to Google and then search about the flood in Bayelsa State. When you search it, you will see a lot of videos, and I think Facebook has a lot. So maybe if you go to Facebook and just search Bayelsa video, you can see so many videos, which is very, very appalling. That in 2022 we're still going through that. That's why Linda was saying something about that. I just wanted to bring her on to talk more, because she's very close to her heart. She's like me. She loves her people, and when you have a passion for your people, it kind of haunts you. She come here talking about it. So
yes, and I don't think to me personally, as a young woman and Bayelsa indigenous, we are too enlightened for us to be in this situation.
Yeah.
Because when I look at the world, Niger Delta, it's a rich area. And let me give an example. Galveston, see where I'm living now?
Yes.
It's water.
It's water.
Look at Florida. Those are tourist places, but it doesn't mean that because that is the delta, when the time comes, we should submerge underwater. No. There are preventive measures to put in place. What are those preventive measures that we can put? The levees. So like now, I feel for a better breed, my community, and as I said before, if a better breed go underwater, every other community in Bayelsa will go under. And I applaud the community chairman and the Belibri people packing sand, packing blocks, packing cement bags, trying to make a levee. That's what the government should do before the water comes. Not when it comes, we are trying to fight against the water. 2012, they said this one is worse than 2012. What do we know? What will happen next year? Every year is occurring. So,
So what can we do? And most of you watching this video, uh, you guys are from River State, Bayelsa, or you have an experience. You know, most of the time is when we make a comment about something, we read something that we learn. Me, I'm just interested to see as an individual, leaving the government out of it. The reason why I say leave government out of it is because we go to school. There are people that go to school to study weather, people that go to school to study engineering, study all this oil, how it goes. There are people in Nigeria somewhere, even if it's not Nigeria, outside the country that experience this. What is it that can be done? Do we need to start a program so that we can educate the communities on when they see the water or what it is? Do we need to educate our governors and our local officials? Educating them is probably not what we want to talk about. That's a different topic because we do elect people that are useless. I'm sorry to say this. We elect people, put them in an office for them to just go and just take the money they can take. But if somebody, God can touch somebody to begin to apply 1% of the resources that they gain for the government, for the people, Nigeria will be better. But that's a story for another day because I believe that I'm just talking about the private individuals because I'm talking about private individual because someone like me, I'm doing the best I can in my community. All those private individuals, we need to come together to see what can we do for our people because the government will not do anything for us. In Bayelsa, we could talk about this. It will happen again next year.
It will happen again this next year. It's occurring, but with this gratitude of
awareness.
Yeah, the individuals in this matter won't do much because this we are talking about engineering and government putting in place levies. Levies. You know the worst part of it, like River State is flooded. OD is totally flooded. Recently, I saw people underwater, but somebody's crying out, where is the relief? The house, somebody's on top. Recently, is just submerged underwater, just like Louisiana when it was.
Yeah.
And but back here, we put in place the levees. So now Mississippi does not flow that. Louisiana levee has not been, but since 2012, I was in Bayelsa. What all they be doing is clear the waterways. That won't help nothing. You clear the waterways and the water will still coming. But what do you do to stop the water from coming? Or do you guys need to go to the other country that are opening their left? If you know they are opening their dams, what is your prevention measure that you put in place?
I always tell people prevention is better than cure. It's just like somebody's body. When you know what you're supposed to be eating and doing to keep yourself healthy, you don't do it until you wait until you get sick. That's what humans do. So what we're praying is that somebody can do a research and begin to tell us what we can do to prevent this natural disaster. I'm not saying that it will not come. Like here, they do have season. They do have hurricane season. People prepare for it. I remember last time we had a big hurricane in Houston. They say one of the avenues that water do come in busted needed to be replaced, and there was a work that was done to replace it. What can we do to stop this water that is flooding and killing our people in Nigeria? It don't even have to be around River State or Bayelsa. I think that's one that I saw one time that there was a flood. And because of the rain, there's no way for the water to kind of escape and go. So because we did not, we not build enough sewer system, or we did not build enough gutter, we call it gutter in Nigeria, so that's why it can flow easily. Or maybe there's trash everywhere that's blocking these things. All these things are probably very, very easy to navigate and take care of. Anyway, so we just wanted to kind of have this conversation about Bayelsa State and people that are from Bayelsa. She was just showing me a lot of videos. Go to her page, Linda Esiemokumoh. She's from the John Nation.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah. So go to her page and see some of those videos. When I was watching it, I'm like, I'm going to put her page on this on top of this video kind of targets, and then you guys follow her um, if you try to see more stories from her. She's a church woman, or sometimes she'll be talking about it a lot. But I'll post her page link, so you can go and follow her. So Linda, we'll have more of this conversation with her. I'm going to bring her more on so we can have more of this conversation. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and talk to you next time. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you.